Hello everyone, Bob here. Today we're going to talk about Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. No, this video isn't going to be in 3D, but when the Friday the 13th Part 3 was originally released, it was in 3D. And I'm not talking about the new 3D where you put on the real 3D or whatever you want to call it, where you just put on the glasses and it looks like it's in 3D. No, I'm talking about the old cardboard glasses where you had the red and green, or sometimes red and blue, and yeah. Now that version is available on the Blu-ray, which I have watched. It really doesn't add that much, other than some of the gags in the film becoming less hokey. That is something that detracts from this movie. But anyway, to the movie itself. Originally, they wanted Amy Steele to return as Jenny, and they're going to follow her around in like a hospital, not necessarily a medical hospital, but maybe like a sanitarium, like because her experience drove her nuts. And Amy Steele declined. Originally, I think they were looking for her to be like the recurring character and have like a big story arc, but that didn't happen. So instead, they followed this new story of a bunch of teens going back to Chris, played by Dana Kimmel. Her family has like a getaway. It's called Higgins Haven. And they go back there, and Jason hides out in the barn and eventually stalks and kills him. Now, it sounds like the way I'm describing this, I don't enjoy the movie. I do. It's one of the better Friday the 13th films. But it does have its problems. I think the first time I watched this, the big thing I think I was disappointed about, Jason is known for the hockey mask, which of course he didn't have it all in part 2, but I knew part 3 was the one he got it. So, you have all this build up, and it's not really that climactic of a moment. He just comes out and he has it, which is fine. I mean, at the time they had no idea how iconic that was going to become, but alas. But no, there are a lot of the deaths in this movie, like I alluded to earlier, have the 3D gag, or there's a yo-yo coming towards the screen in one part, or there's one scene where like a pitchfork's kind of coming through the screen, then there's popcorn coming to the screen. I mean, it's just kind of, okay, we get it. Of course, like I say, when you saw it, if you were originally seen it in 3D, it wouldn't have come across this way, but watching it in 3D now, or in 2D now, it doesn't hold up as well. But again, not knocking the movie. It's one of the better Friday the 13th movies in my opinion. It is what it is. But I'm going to end this portion of the review by giving the film my grade. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. This next portion I'm going to go into like a more spoilery area. I'm going to try this as maybe being like a new format where I have like my quick review section, and then afterwards I'm going to have I'll put up the spoiler warnings and everything. Then afterwards I'll have a series of items that I'll talk about, like my favorite part, my least favorite part. And like I say, I'm going to have this divided off into a separate section for spoiler purposes, because I do realize there are some people out there that haven't seen these movies, even though they are 40 years old. And I also do modern movies too. I'm looking to maybe apply this to a lot of modern movies too. So like I said, I'm going to get in the habit of separating this out. I don't know if you guys think it'd be better if I just do a separate video that has this stuff in it. You guys comment below, let me know what you guys think. This is kind of an experiment for me, so let me know what you guys think. But like I say, give the movie a 7 out of 10. And I'll be right back at you right after this spoiler warning. Alright guys, I'm back, and like I say, it's going to be a new format. Um, some of the things I want to talk about in this, and it'll vary a little bit between movies, but some of the things I'm going to talk about my favorite part, my least favorite part. In horror films, I want to talk about like a kill count, and for the franchise films, will include a running total. So in this series, we're talking about Jason, so that would be a running total of all the kills Jason has to that point. If this gets a lot of positive feedback, I will go back and make a quick video for that would include both part 1 and part 2, and get that updated through that. And of course, being that I'm a film score nut, I have to mention my favorite part of the film score aspect, or what I like about it, or something along those lines. But okay, favorite part, the extended chase sequence around Higgins Haven, but Jason chasing after Chris. The tension was built right. Her familiarity with the place, it wasn't just some random place where she was running from. Through this series, there are several chase sequences at the end. Part 3, in my opinion, is where they started to really start to hone in on it and make it good. Of course, part 4, step above and beyond, but we'll get to that one later. But that's where I'm coming from on this. I think that the extended chase sequence is great. Least favorite part, I never really cared for the whole biker gang following them back. I mean, I get why they're mad. Shelley trashed their motorcycles. I get it. I get why they're mad. I get why they chase them, but that's just, I never really got into that part of the movie. Not complain. But I think they're just there to serve, to pad the body count, which I know, granted, that when you watch this kind of movies, that's what you watch for. You watch for the body count, but I could have done without them. The kill count in this movie, there were 12 deaths, 11 of which were on screen. The one that was one of those bikers about midway through, but most of these guys are on screen. And there is one kill, and that's the character of Debbie, that is a throwback to the first one. Instead of on a bed like the Kevin Bacon character was in the first one, Debbie, played by Tracy Savage, is sitting there reading a Fangoria, which has an article about Tom Savini, who did the effects in the first one. And she's in a hammock, and the blade comes up through, very much similar to how Kevin Bacon died in the first one. So that was a nice throwback there. The running total for the kill count for Jason Voorhees in this is 20, with the 12 in this one and the 10 from part 2. That brings it up to 22. And of course, so that leaves my favorite part of the score. And let's be honest, anybody watching Friday the 13th Part 3, you gotta like the disco theme, don't you? I mean, most of the movie feels a lot like the others. It's very much you can tell it's done by Harry Manfredini. It's very much same body of work, but that disco theme has always been a cool, fun thing that makes this one stand out from all the rest of them in the franchise. But that's all I've got for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment below and let me know what you think about me, including these extra tidbits at the end on this extra section. Let me know if you think they should be part of the main video, or have separate videos, or just let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. Follow me on Facebook or Twitter, Bob the Film Guy. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Please consider subscribing to this channel. I try to have new content daily. It doesn't always work that way, but I try my best. And that's, like I said, that's all I've got. So for now, this is Bob, signing off.